Halloween special. Full body. Right now I just want you to just rock yourself back and forth, just kind of get yourself used to the mat. And just close the eyes, placing one hand on the chest and one hand on the stomach, and breathe into the palms. Become aware of how you're breathing. Feeling it enter the body. Become aware of your body either swaying back and forth or side to side as it balances itself out. See yourself on the mat and in the room. Slowly opening the eyes and starting with the toes, bending them back and forth, just kind of wiggling them, circling the ankles, up and down, heel to toes, and then circle the right knee and circle it the other way, softening that other standing leg, and then circle the, I say left, right, now we're at the left, circling around and the other way. And bringing it back to center, and then hands on the hips and just kind of circle out with the right hip. And then reverse direction, keeping the knees slightly bent. And then bring yourself to the left hip and circle as if you're drawing a circle with your left hip. And then circle the other way. Keeping those knees soft. And then now kind of take the toes out a little bit. You're about shoulder width apart. And then keep those knees soft as you circle the waist, the hips. You want to keep the hands on the hips or on front of the thighs, whatever comfortable. And then go the other direction. And bring yourself back to center. And then let's work those wrists. Continuing to breathe. Circle the other way. And bring it to center and bring the pinkies in to the thumbs. And then extend out and twist. And then bring it back in. And now the thumbs first. Then twist, and then opening up from where you left off. And back to center. And now the elbows, bending them, circling them. So we lubricate those joints and open things up. And now our shoulders one at a time. Continuing to breathe, always breathing. And now the other way, as if you're swimming forward. And bring yourself to center and bring the shoulders up and then bring them down and up. Keep those knees soft. Continuing to breathe into that. And then nice and slow, adjust yourself so you're comfortable. Bring the chin to the chest and then bring it over to the right. And slow, nice and slow. Circle the neck. Keep those knees soft. Bring yourself to center and then reverse directions. Bring it nice and tall up to center. You circle around one more time. Lift up, chin to chest, and up towards the ceiling. And bring yourself to center now. And now we're going to adjust, making sure that we're in mountain. Spread those toes apart as much as you can. And then rock yourself back and forth, gripping the mat, pushing the floor away. Those knees are soft. Now bring your hands onto your tailbone and the pelvis and actually push that tailbone down, and it adjusts the legs. And actually softens those knees automatically just so they're not locked and you stay in neutral nice and strong. And bringing your hands out, fanning in front. You can have them right by your side. Make sure that that chin is parallel to the floor and the shoulder blades are down the back. Adjust that pelvis. Adjust the feet because there's going to be one foot that's going to want to come up. Make sure you're nice and strong in your mountain. Become the mountain. Inhale, open up those hands, those thumbs out. Reach up. And bring yourself with those shoulders down first, and then bring the hands together. Lift up the heart and back. Soften those knees and the hips go forward into a back bend. And bring it back to center. Reach it up, and then dive as if you're leading with the heart. You have the heart to show off, and bend those knees, and slowly using it. Block if you need to, or using your hands, or placing the hands onto the shins. Ever comfortable, and slowly working your way down. Let the head fall, chest fall. Engage those legs, bend the knees, walk up the legs with your hands as that stomach is engaged as well. And bring yourself right back. Put your hands one to the chest and one to the stomach, and then close the eyes. I want you to scan the body back to where you were in mountain. You're gripping the mat as you push the floor away, and the legs are engaged so that pelvis goes back to its spot, staying in that mountain posture, lifting up that heart as the shoulder blades move down. Every movement that you make, it changes that mountain, so you have to bring it back to where it needs to be. And breathe into that, filling up the stomach, into the side ribs and into the lungs, and release from the lungs, the side ribs, and the stomach. That wave of breath, getting all that excess air out, and then that natural suction breath comes in, and release back into mountain. Inhaling up into your back bend. Relax the shoulders, squeeze the buttocks, and bring yourself forward, nice and gentle. And back to center, and then bend that right knee and place the right toe out front, in front of you, adjusting. Make sure you're still in that mountain. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly lift up, lining up that knee with the hip, and bring it down. And slowly lift up, and down, and inhaling up, holding here with your toe in front or grabbing behind or in front, whatever comfortable, and then lift up back into your mountain as we stand here in tree variation. You can take it further if you'd like by grabbing the ankle and the knee, bringing the heel up, and then grabbing the toes and bring that knee down and the hand behind. Adjust into your mountain. Find all those spots as we stand here in tree variation. Or if you need to stay here with the toes out in front on there, the mat was ever comfortable. You'll get the same benefits no matter where you're at. Inhale and exhale, open up to the right. Line those feet up and make sure they're parallel. Make sure you're leading with the heart. That back is straight. Bending those knees if you need to. And release down using a block if you need to. Or keeping your hands, and release the head. Stomach is in. And slowly working your way up and back to mountain. Opening back up again, connecting with the breath. Feel the off balance within the legs. Inhaling up, bend those knees, squeeze the buttocks, and Lift up, line those arms up with the ears, lifting up that heart, and into a back bend, and back to center. Reach up, circle around, and bring that knee, bending that knee and bring that foot forward. Adjust into your mountain nice and long, those blades down the back, and lift up. Line that ear up, the hip, the knee up with the hip, and bring it down and up. Always checking your stance and seeing where it's coming from as we bring that foot down, and then inhaling up. See the movement, breathe the movement, be the movement, and then take it further, grabbing behind or in front. Lift up that heart, bring the blades down the back, relaxing, breathing. Taking it further if you'd like, grabbing that ankle, adjusting to the foot and the knee, and then releasing down. See yourself in the movement, the pose, and breathe into that, and go slow so you can get yourself in there. Breathe into it. If you need to be with the toe on the other side and using the toe or the knee, do so. Go where it's comfortable for you. Inhale, and then exhale, open up to the left. Line those feet up, make sure they're parallel, bend those knees, bend right from the hips and into your forward fold. Go where it's comfortable for you and release into that. Bending those knees. And slowly walk yourself up. And bring yourself right back to center. And into Namaste, and bow the head. Adjust, scanning the body. As I push the floor away and I soften my knees and I put the pelvis in its place, the tailbone down. Giving myself gratitude and becoming aware of how my body feels. Doing that for you. Giving yourself an intention as we move further into this, and make sure you find the mountain as we stand here with all our poses, and inhaling up. Adjust into your mountain as you go into a back bend and center and reach out and straight. And now bring it back into Namaste and adjust for tree. Into kickstand first, making sure you have the posture and that heel is right on that ankle just above toe. If you'd like, challenging yourself, become aware, make sure you're in your mountain and with the tailbone down, feeling, even if you're staying just right here and pushing against those palms and the shoulder blades down the back, find your mountain within your tree, and then close your eyes and become aware what is actually balancing you, and become aware of that and focus on that and relax, and then open, and then bring yourself to your next level, grabbing the bring into the calf. If you want to take it into full posture, then grab that ankle, bring the foot into the thigh, and the thigh into the foot, and then again lengthening that torso. The shoulder blades move down the back. This knee stays out and aligned with that hip. Making sure you're not sinking into that left hip either. You're nice and tall and straight. And then bring those arms up. Relax the shoulders and then slowly reach and stretch those fingers. Helps with balance. Scanning. And make sure that you're in posture so you can feel the pose. Be the tree. Inhale. And then exhale. This time we're going to go into a half forward fold. Gentle. Line those feet up. Bend right from the hips. Line the neck up with the spine. Bend those knees slightly and extend out with those arms. Breathing into that. Inhale, then exhale, bring that left hand down and then twist, lift up that heart and bring it back. Lift up, back into half forward fold. If you need a block, place it there, not touching, and then lift up, straighten, and down, and bend. Reaching up and out, and back to center. Nice deep breaths, and now back into balance. Bring that right knee up again, bend it, and then bring that toe and lift, and down, and up. And lift up and grab that knee and back and front. It's ever comfortable. Release that left hand and out to the side. Inhale, and then exhale back to center. And bring yourself right back. Adjust and become aware of the off balance within the legs. And bring that left foot forward. You should bend the knee. Adjust into your mountain. Inhaling up. And down. Inhaling up. And down. And up. Grabbing behind or in front, what's ever comfortable, and lift. And release the right hand and open up to the side. Flexing the foot. And slowly bring yourself down, out. Open up. The feet out wide and pointed to out, and then inhaling up, adjust into your mountain again, and then exhale into goddess, adjusting your feet so it's comfortable, and reach up and stretch, and inhaling up. Adjust, grabbing where it's comfortable for you, making sure that those shoulders are out, elbows line up with the shoulders, or take it further, grab those elbows, adjust the feet so you're nice and comfortable, and breathe. Inhale, and exhale, straightening the legs, and reach up, and exhale, palms up towards the ceiling. Reach with those fingers. Bring that tailbone down. Adjust into your mountain as you are in wide leg. Inhaling up. This time bring the palms down towards the mat. Inhaling up. And exhale back up with the palms into star. Reach and stretch. And inhaling up. And down. Back up. And this time we're going to bring our hands onto our hips, and then our feet are going to be forward. And we're going to turn our right foot out to the side, making sure that the heel lines up with the back heel. If you feel more comfortable, you can have it also line up with the middle of that foot. Make sure that that toe is pointed out. And then we're actually going to be making sure that our hips face that way. So turn your hips out so they're actually facing. And then keep that left hip there, and then you're going to bend your knee towards the little toes. Now, if you feel that you can get wider, use this left foot to bring you out by heel, toe, heel, toe. So when you do bend your knee, it's directly over the ankle, and the knee goes right to the toes, and you can still see that big toe. Make sure that that hip is out, and extend those arms, and level out your left arm with that shoulder, reaching out. Now lift up those shoulders and down the back. And again, you've got your heart that you need to show off, so shine it out. And extend, looking out towards that finger, making sure that your ear lines up with your sternum, and lines up with your pelvis. And still see that big toe. Inhale, then exhale, release that hand down, that back hand, and lift up that right. And again, bend, and still in that position. And adjust. And now, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. And we're going to bring the right hand onto that thigh. And we're going to tilt that left hip out, as if you're shutting a car door. Make sure that that hip is back. And I want you to place down onto that hand, onto that thigh, and then lift up so you have a nice long line. And you get this stretch right into the leg here, and then you make sure that the hips are in their place. Now, if you feel good here, and you feel you could take it further, but stay in that posture that we set up here. And then extend out and up. That arm is lifted right out of that the shoulder. Go where it's comfortable for you. Even if it's right here, you're still going to get that stretch and that feel that you want. Even if you stay like this, that's good. And then lifting up. And what we do to one side, you have to do the other. So now we're going to take the left foot out and make sure that everything is aligned with where we are comfortable. And then, if I can get wider, I will, with my back foot, and bend my knee towards the toes. And then this hip, make sure you extend out. Most important thing about yoga is making sure that you are in the posture. And then you can settle into that. So you're scanning. And mountain is the posture for every standing pose. So you're always making sure, once you're in posture, then you can settle into the pose and become it. And breathe into it. And let it massage your organs and stretch arms. Continue to bring that in. And breathing into that. And then we're going to actually bend our knee again and bring that back. Just reach up into exalted and back to that posture. And then bring our hands to our hips. Lifting up, find that stretch, tip that right hip out, bring that left hand onto that thigh, lift up and bring that shoulder back so I can find that stretch within that thigh that I want. And if I want to go further, I'm going to take that, what's ever comfortable for me. Going to the level that's comfortable. So I still have that position. And bring it back to center. And back. Nice and gentle into wide leg. Placing your hands on your hips if you'd like. Staying in half wide leg here. Or placing it and releasing down. Bending those knees if you need to. Inhale, then exhale. We're going to place our hands onto back up and actually turn our feet to the right and follow it with our hips. So I'm actually going to make sure that I'm going to take that back foot and have about 45 degrees. And then I'm going to adjust my foot so when I bend it, it's still 90 degrees. And now I'm going to take my right hip and I'm going to place it into the back, and the left hip is going to go forward. So now my hips are square with this leg. And then I'm going to place my hands on my hips and I'm going to lift up my heart and look up to the ceiling. And now I'm going to lift up my arms to extend and reach into my warrior one. And bring it back and lift up. Oh, I'm going to have to from the wall here. And into airplane. Squaring those hips to the floor, parallel to the floor. And back into my warrior one. And then circle my hands around, clasp, lift up, and into humble warrior. Lifting up those arms or bringing them down to the mat. It's ever comfortable for you. Inhale, and then exhale. Adjusting, bringing that back leg closer so you can get your legs straight, and then adjust into a pyramid. If you need to make the space between the legs breathing into that, and nice and slow. And adjust to the other side, turning around and squaring those hips. Adjusting and breathing. Now the right hip goes forward and that left hip back. And lift up that heart and then extend those arms up. Inhale. And exhale, release down and adjust into warrior three, airplane. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself right back down. And lifting up. And circle around, clasping, lifting, and in to humble warrior, squaring those hips, releasing, and lift up or down the hands. And slowly lift yourself up. And bring yourself to the end of the mat. And connecting with the breath. Into mountain. Inhaling up. Back bend. Exhale. Forward fold. Half forward fold. Lining yourself up. Back. Into a forward fold. And swan dive. Back bend. And into namaste. Inhaling up. Back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees and walk yourself into plank. Inhale, and then exhale, adjust. Bring the knees down, the feet down, and then bring yourself down and lift up into cobra. Or bring yourself into sphinx. Or release down into modified, where you're lifting up just the hands. And then release all the way down. Lift yourself up onto the mat. Or lift it up as you sit back onto those heels. Widen the legs. And reach down and release into child's pose. Lift up just the hands, reach and stretch, pushing the heels of the palms away, stretching those fingers into seal, bringing the hands by the knees, adjusting, and adjust with the hands on one on the chest and one on the stomach, and breathing into the palms. Inhaling up. Gentle back bend, circle round, hands onto back. Line that feet up, those feet up with the hips. And back. And release down into child's pose again. But this time not wide leg, just releasing all the way down. And this time the hands by the feet. And slowly adjusting. And breathing into that. Inhaling up. Reach. And stretch. And circle around. Bringing those hands forward. And bringing that right foot forward. Hands on the hips. Adjusting that foot a little bit more. So when you bring those hips forward, still right over that knee, and then lift up. Into crescent lunge. And bring the hand down and open up and twist. Lifting up, breathing, twisting to the left, back to center, reach up again. Adjust your foot, and we're actually bringing the hands down and bringing those hips forward into a low lunge. Bringing the shoulder blades down the back. And taking those hips back, flexing the foot, hands onto the mat. Into half monkey. Adjust so it's back to center. Connecting, hands on the hips. Bringing that left foot forward. Squaring yourself, adjusting that foot, hands on the hips, bringing them forward, and then lifting up. Lifting up that heart. And back to center. And actually I'm going to take the left hand down, and I'm going to lift up my heart. So I have a nice long spine, and then I'm going to lift and twist to the right and down and back, lifting up, bring that foot forward as I adjust. If I need to adjust my back legs, I will, lifting up my knee and bring it forward, and then bring those hands forward and bring the hips forward, and then lift up. And then bring my hips back, flexing that foot, bring yourself down, lifting up, and breathing, relaxing the shoulders, lifting up the heart. And then bring yourself back down, open up the legs, reach out in child's pose. Now if you want to, you can stack fist upon fist and open up those arms and do so, or all the way down, whatever comfortable. And then slowly bringing yourself up, back to heroes. Inhale, and then exhale. We're going to take our hands and we're going to place them right next to our knees, and we're going to push up just our knees, and lifting up our heart, bring the shoulder blades down and that on the feet, and then down, and then lift up, and then into halfway with the arms. I'll bring the shoulder blades down the back as I lift that chest up, and then up. Reach and stretch, squeezing the buttocks, and halfway with the legs and the arms, and then bring those shoulders back as you open up, stomach in, and then lift up, And then sit onto your heels, one hand onto the chest and on the stomach, and breathe into that. Connecting with that breath. And then bring yourself to hands and knees. And circle around. Bring it to center and reverse directions. And center, and then lift up that right arm and left leg. Reach and stretch from the back all the way to the toes, those fingers, and bring it down. Adjust, line up, and then reach and stretch, extend out. And down. And reach and stretch again. And this time I want you to take your right hand down and make sure your left is lined up so your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. And I know my foot's kind of hanging there because I'm actually going to take my left toes down and I'm going to extend and then push out with my heel, and at the same time I'm going to straighten that back. So I have a long line from the top of my head all the way down to that heel, and feeling that length within the stomach and it's in. And then make sure my hands are adjusted, and then I'm going to lift up that right leg and line it up with the left for my perfect plank, and bring it up into down dog and bring it down into child's pose. Widening those legs, going to where it's comfortable for you, hovering, placing the forehead on the mat, or stacking fist upon fist, whatever you feel is comfortable. Inhale and exhale. Slowly adjust back into hands and knees. And reach up and out with the left arm, right leg, right down, and switch. And bring it down. And lift. And now bring that left hand down and have the right meet that. Bring the right toes down. Lift up that heart length and bring the shoulder blades down the back. Looking down up about 45 degrees in front of you. And push out with that heel. And then adjust. So you lift up that left leg into plank. Lift up into down dog. And down into child's pose. Opening up wide leg. And going to your level. Extend if you'd like. Lift up those hands, push those heels, the palms away, stretching those fingers. And reach down and lift up again. Inhale and exhale into cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale. Cat. And inhale. Cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Cow. Back to center. Reach and stretch again. With the right arm, left leg. And this time bring the knee in and the elbow to touch the knee and extend out. And bring it in. And out. And then circle out and around to grab that foot, lift up the heart into tiger. And bring it down. Lift up into down dog. Bending one knee at a time. Just bring the heel down. The opposite foot. Getting the stretch as you pedal. And walk those hands out. Adjust so your wrists are underneath your shoulders into your plank, and bring it down and into child's pose. And go to your level. And slowly adjust back to hands and knees. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And center. Left arm, right leg. Reach and stretch. And bring it in. And out. And extend. Bring it in. And extend out. One more time. In and out. And circle around. Grab. Lifting up. Release. And into down dog. Slowly walking out. Bring it to the knees, to the feet. Adjust. Down to the mat. Hands by the hips. Surrender to a cheek. And release and melt into the mat. And switch sides. Bring your forehead to the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, adjusting. Lift up the right leg, reach and stretch and bring it down. Lift up the left leg, reach and stretch and bring it down. And nice and slow. Forehead, nose, chin, chest, lifting up, shoulders back, those hands. Keep the feet on the mat into modified cobra. And down. And slowly lift up. And down. And lift. And looking at your right shoulder. Back to center. And left. And down. Bringing the hands by the face. And lift up into Sphinx. Releasing shoulder blades down the back. And slowly releasing down. Adjust the hands so they're by the face. And lift up into full cobra. Bring the shoulder blades down the back. Or go to the cobra that's comfortable for you. And breathing. Inhale. And exhale slowly. Lifting up. Bring yourself down. Connecting with the breath. Bending just the right knee. Grabbing that foot or the pant leg. And bringing it close. And slowly release. Bend the other. And down. And slowly release. And slowly lift up. into child's pose. Going to your level and where it's comfortable for you. And slowly bringing yourself up. Back to hands and knees. Inhale. And exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Center. Exhale, looking at the right hip. And bring it to center. And then the left. And back to center. And then lift up the right arm, reach and stretch. And thread it through, resting the head, the arm, and breathing into threading the needle. And slowly lift up. Inhale and exhale, looking at the left, back to center, and to the right. Reach up with that left arm and reach and stretch, and down. Slowly lifting up, adjusting, and bring yourself onto your heels. Bring those hips forward and adjust to the mat. Your knees are up. Make sure your hair is out of the way, so you can bring that head all the way down to the mat, rocking from side to side. Make sure you're nice and planted on there with the hips and the back, lower back. Adjusting the back so it feels straight and flat. Bring your knees to center. Crossing that right ankle over and circle around. Bringing it, circling around, feeling that massage in the lower back. Bringing it to center. If you need to place the hands on the knees, do so. Cross those ankles over. Place your hands where it's comfortable, and then reverse the other way. Circling around, feeling the massage in the lower back. Bring it back to center. And release the legs, the ankles, and grab those knees and widen the stance as you bring the legs and the knees in. And grab the ankles as the soles of the feet meet and those knees out, and adjust the chin. Inhale and exhale, grab those toes. Adjust the nose so it's pointing up towards the ceiling, not the chin. And bend those knees as the soles of the feet go up towards the sky, ceiling. Inhale, then exhale. I want you to release that left leg, bring it down, grab the back of that thigh, grab that inner foot and bring it down. Make sure that that knee points out, just like we were in Happy Baby for stirrup pose. Grab that toe, extending out. Inhale, and then exhale. Adjust that knee in so that heel lines up with that foot. Push out with that heel.
And extend out from here right now. Bringing that stomach in and breathing, adjusting your chin, pushing that heel out. Bend that knee and bring it in towards the chest, flexing that foot. And extend out and line it up with the knee. Point the toe. Flex and line up with the hip. And now slowly keeping that foot flexed as you start to slowly bring it down. Make sure that stomach is in. And slowly bring it down. Point the toe. Flex the foot. Adjust. And bend the right foot now. Inhale up. Bending that knee towards the armpit. Walk that right foot out a little bit. And bend, grabbing that toe. Make sure that knee stays out. And lift up into stirrup. Nice deep breaths. Grabbing so it's down, comfortable, and where it's coming, and breathing. And bring it back to center, squaring yourself, and extending that leg right out of the hip, pushing out with that heel. Bend that knee in towards the chest, and lift up, and then line up with that knee, with the toe, and bend. Lift up again, lining up with that hip, and then slowly bringing it down. Pushing out with that heel as you extend it down. And once you get down to the mat, point the toe, push out and extend with that heel. And breathe. Bend the knee. And start to lift up and rock from side to side again. Grabbing the soles, the ankles so the soles of the feet meet. Adjust your chin. Back to center. Bring those knees in. Arms into a T. And twist to the left. Shoulders on the mat. Head to the right. Breathing. Staying here. Or if you want to grab that leg and bring it down. Back to center. Knees to center. Rocking from side to side. Adjusting so the knees are back in. Keep them there. Arms out and twist to the right. Head to the left. Bringing yourself to center. Knees to center. Grab that right shin, adjust the chin, and point the toes and reach and stretch with that left leg. Inhale, and then exhale, cross over as that left knee goes in, flex the feet, grab where it's comfortable, and push into that as you bring that knee in. And slowly switching, grabbing that left shin now. Point the toes, reach and stretch. And nice and slow. Cross that right ankle. Put that left ankle over the right knee. Flex the feet. And bring that knee, adjust your chin. And slowly, the soles of the feet meet as the knees fall out to the side. Elbows line up with the shoulders. Adjust the back and release into Lion Goddess. Staying here, we're taking it further. Stretching out. Let the feet fall to the side. Arms by the side. Breathing into that. Connecting with the breath. Feeling the rise and the fall of the belly. And just be the breath. Absolutely still. Into Shavasana. Breathe, surrender, and let go. Slowly bringing yourself back, wiggling the toes and the fingers, circling the wrists and the ankles, bending, stretching, and yawning, reaching and rolling yourself over to your right side for another breath, and slowly lifting up. Yourself center, one hand the chest and one hand the stomach, and breathe into the palms, bowing the head, and into Namaste and bow. Giving yourself gratitude for being here, honoring yourself and everyone around you, teachers and the wisdom, the breath, always being grateful. Nice deep breath together, and Namaste. Thank you.